Hello, world. It is on Wednesday, July 29th, 2020. It's another beautiful day in Defiance again. A bit of a breeze outside. Temperature's a little higher than yesterday, kind of in the mid 60s. I think someone told me it was supposed to be in the 90s today, so the heat may be coming back. But the breeze certainly feels good. So I hope you get a chance to enjoy some of this weather and be outside. Because with the pandemic, it's just hard not being able to go places, but you can still go outside. So try to get in some of God's creation today. The devotional for today is Small But Spicy. It's written by John Edgerton. And John bases his devotion upon the Gospel of Mark, chapter 4, verses 30 through 32 from the New International Version. Again, Jesus said, "What shall we say the realm of God is like, or what parable shall we use to describe it? It is like a mustard seed, which is the smallest of all seeds on earth, yet when planted it grows and becomes the largest of all garden plants, with such big branches that the birds can perch in its shade." And John writes, "For as long as I've been active in the church, people have been telling me it's dying, with charts and graphs and data. I've been told many times that the church used to be the right size and now it's too small. But that's not what I see. I see churches like mustard seeds, looking to all the world like something too small to matter, but with room enough for so many in their shade. Consider churches with great big buildings, far bigger than are needed for its members. And almost to a one, these churches are space sharing with immigrant congregations, or they are running food pantries that keep hundreds of families fed, or they are hosting 12-step programs by the dozen, or they're serving as sanctuary churches to stand up against heartless laws. What would the generations who built these great edifices think of all this? They built that education wing for Sunday school. What would they think of it being used to host tutoring for neighborhood children? They built that gym so that the youth group could play basketball. What would they think of it being used as an emergency shelter? I think they would say, 'My God, if we knew the building was going to be used for all this, we would have built it twice as big.'" And John's prayer: God, help your church be like mustard seeds. Amen. I think it's a good devotional to think about who and what we are and what our purpose is here in the community, and to consider what it is we are doing, because some of the stuff that John mentions in his devotion we're active in. Our church hosts the Backpack Buddies program, which during a normal school year, non-pandemic school year, we pack somewhere around 400 to 600 bags with food for children who are having food-related issues at home. That's quite a thing to be proud of. We also host a couple of Narcotics Anonymous meetings at our church as well. And then there's another meditation group which is related to an AA group that meets in our building. And we have other rooms that could be used for other things as well if we reach out into the community. We do some work supporting the Coats for Christmas program that is run out of the First Presbyterian Church. We do a blanket drive for Church World Services. We do a bucket for the Ohio Conference emergency. I can't think of what it's called, but we provide cleaning supplies when there's a natural emergency someplace. It's a big program that they support, and I think we typically supply 100 to 110 buckets every year for that. There's several other programs that we support. The Heifer Project, the kids often get involved in that. There's a lot of things that we do, and they may seem small to you, but they are making a difference in the world. But I think we also need to think bigger and find out what more we might be able to do. Find out if there's organizations we might be able to partner with to make better utilization of the resources that we have, because our building is a resource that we should be using So there's a lot there to think about and a lot to be grateful for and a lot to be proud of that we're doing. The impact of a church isn't measured by the number of people in the pews. It's measured by how they reach out to their community and how they live the life of Christ in the world today. So, thank you for all you do. Thank you for all your support of St. John United Church of Christ. And keep doing what you've been doing to the best of your ability. Do all you can with what you have, where you are. Talk to you again tomorrow.